of the promotions associated with the Craven Filter Miracle Mile is a function called the Miracle Mile Nights. This is held at Harold Park on the Monday preceding the event, with the Presidents and Committee of the New South Wales Trotting Club hosts to a gathering, including the top executives of co-sponsors WD and H.O. Wills, representatives from all sections of the news media, press, radio and television, connections of previous winners of the event, connections of horses chosen for the current event, and officials connected with the running of the great race. During the evening's proceedings, the important barrier draw is made by a top government official or other dignitary. With the exception of the 1973 Inter-Dominion, the Craven Filter Miracle Mile has been the biggest event of the Harold Park year and has attracted the season's biggest crowd since its inception. The first 7 Craven Filter Miracle Mile meetings attracted 147,135 persons for an average round 21,000, and turnover for the 7 meetings was about 9,200,000 for an average just over 1,300,000.
The biggest crowd was in 1971 when 24,492 attended the course and several million watched the race on television. On and off course turnover for that meeting was over $1,700,000. The Miracle Mile became world famous right from its inception. Australian standard bred horses were brought so much before the world that 14 of the first 35 runners were either sold or taken to America to race. There are many great events on the trotting calendars of Australia and New Zealand, but no single race has done more to put Australasia in the forefront of the world trotting scene than the Craven Filter Miracle Mile. 6 of the first 7 winners of the race recorded sub-2-minute miles. The 1973 Miracle Mile was slightly overshadowed by the Inter-Dominion Championship Carnival, which concluded 2 weeks before. It was because of this that the crowd of 17,080 persons was the lowest since the inception of the race. However, the fans witnessed a dazzling display of speed by the winner. Of the 35 pacers which contested the first 7 Miracle Miles, 13 recorded 2 minutes or better.
Of March 1973, and the runners in the 7th Craven Filter Miracle Mile are number 2 Manaroa from New Zealand, N. Hargraves, Royal Stuart Tartan, Black Sleeves, White Cap, a 7-year-old bay gelding by Morano. Number 3 Just Too Good, New South Wales, Cape Pike, yellow, red armbands, red cap, a 5-year-old bay horse by the imported Deep Adios. 5 Yankee Rhythm, Western Australia, T. Warwick, yellow, black star in the sleeve, yellow cap, a 5-year-old brown horse by the imported Yankee Express. 6 Reichman Victorian-R.Hocking, red, white diamonds and armbands, blue cap, an 8-year-old bay gelding by Chief Spring. 7 Welcome Advice, New South Wales, B. Clark, black, yellow band in the sleeve, yellow cap, a 6-year-old black horse by the imported Welcome Stranger. Number 8 Royal Ascot, New Zealand, A. Harrison, sax blue, yellow hoop sleeves, white cap, a 5-year-old bay gelding by Prince Charming.
And now we watch the thrill and spectacle of the mobile starting barrier as the field is dispatched in the 73 Miracle Mile. The blue light flashes, the wings fold, and Reichman from the foregate began with amazing speed and quickly crossed to the inside rail. Just Too Good was quickly away and settles down behind the leader Reichman. Manaroa running third, directly behind Just Too Good, and then Yankee Rhythm. Welcome Advice is momentarily caught 3 deep as they go to the back, and reinsman Bernie Clark had no alternative but to race up on the outside of Just Too Good, and dropping out last of the 6 is Royal Ascot in the back straight the first time. Onto the top turn now with about 1,100 metres left to go, and Reichman with driver Rex Hocking obviously looking for the Australian record, and Reichman comes around the home turn with the bell coming up nicely clear. Just Too Good is running second with a perfect trail on Reichman. Welcome Advice getting a very hard run on the outside with no cover. Over on the rails, Manaroa on the inside of Yankee Rhythm, and still the other New Zealander, Royal Ascot, whips them in as they greet the judge and get the bell. Showing a scintillating turn of speed, started to draw clear of the field as the horses raced to the back straight for the last time. Just Too Good is in second place. Welcome Advice on the outside of him is starting to struggle. Manaroa in a very tight pocket. Yankee Rhythm is coming out 3 wide to make his run, being trailed up by Royal Ascot, and they easily beat the flashing light at the 2 furlong pole, but Reichman, with the Australian record well in his sights, explodes away from the field and has a big lead as they approach the home turn. Reichman straightens up about 7 lengths in front of Just Too Good, and then Welcome Advice and Royal Ascot on the extreme outside, but it's all Reichman and driver Rex Hocking keeping this horse going down to the line, and Reichman wins by a very big margin. In second place was Royal Ascot, Manaroa was third, and well back were Welcome Advice, Yankee Rhythm and Just Too Good.
The brilliant Victorian gelding has broken the Australian mile record. His time was 1 minute 58 and 4/10 of a second, taking 2/10 of a second off the Australian record, which he shared with 1968 Miracle Mile winner Halwares. Reichman is an 8-year-old bay gelding by Chief Spring. The win of Reichman in 1973 has given Victoria 2 winners in this record-breaking event. The 5 other winners have come from New Zealand, Tasmania, Queensland, Western Australia and New South Wales. The time of 1 minute 58 and 4/10 of a second for a race mile was unheard of a few years ago, but with the standard of horses now being produced and greater efficiency and techniques in training and driving, there is no doubt that Reichman's time will be bettered as Australian and New Zealand pacers maintain their place among the best harness horses in the world by their performances in the Craven Filter Miracle Mile.